There has been a new trailer. Incredible. Limbus, House of Spiders, House Ringfather, Hong Lu, Ring Apprentice, Faust. They just completely spoiled it in the goddamn title. Let's see what's going on here. Oh, what was that? No. There we go. I don't know how to feel about this. I really don't know how to feel about this. Faust. I'm glad that Alyssa Faust is the one that leg locked me and not this one. Okay. Acting like Clay even knows who Callisto is. He was the guy, he was the artist dude. How could you forget? Named after the worst Dead Space clone you've ever seen.
멋진 살점을 가지신 분이죠. 다시요. 더 크게 고동 쳐주세요.
I like how they couldn't make her look any like cooler. Like it's just a straight up rip of the character from the game.
신체에 돌고 있는 혈액이 빠르게 돌수록 금세 배고파질 테니까. 오늘은 포식을 해야 하는 날이랍니다. 끊임없이 살점을 먹었어.
Like she just has the. It's literally just Albina.
그럴수록 당신은.
Listen, they're saving the budget for Kanto 10. There we go. Now it's just Albina with a different head. There's like nothing. Like they literally are just. What are they taking after Claymantics with the slop? This is it's just. Oh my god. She rips your heart out and feeds it to her sword. I'm not gonna lie, I think these IDs are like the laziest IDs that they've ever put out. It's literally just the characters from the game, but with the other characters' heads on the body. Oh my god, bitch. Jesus Christ, a gust of wind is gonna snap this bitch's spine. What? I like how she doesn't even have like a robotic voice either. It's just her normal voice. The world is healing after high shoe slop. That is kind of true. The high shoes were basically just like completely like covered up and all you could really see was their face anyway, so. This is just ridiculous. What are they doing to our Hong Lu? What? This is like the only version of Hong Lu that isn't bangable. By other people, I'm not gay. I'm just saying for other people. See, nope, it has nothing to do with that at all. It's just that it's true. Is he bald under that hat? What do you can see the hair, good sir. Clay's head is really big though. What does that mean? What does that mean? Is that a euphemism? She's got a chainsaw hand. Why is there gonna be a fucking a double banner before my wife comes home? Why? This is just ridiculous. I listen, if I'll pull for Hong Lu. I'm not pulling for Faust. And no one's gonna make me. She comes in like 2 to 3 months, Clay? No, she comes every night. What are you talking about? Still waiting on the Audis ID? I don't think we're getting the big sister Audis at this rate. He could skewer the entire team. What the fuck? Are you gonna be able to solo with him too? What the fuck? What?
보이시나요?
Read Apprentice Ishmael's ID story. Matthias Audis is literally mentioned. I know, but I don't think they could probably. She can exist in the story. Just I don't know if we're gonna get an ID. Like, are you kidding? We're gonna go back and get a random Matthias ID before we get the new Ryoshu?
당신의 감상도 궁금하네요.
Incredible. Project Moon has done it again. My fucking wallet. Why? Why do they do this? This is my wallet. Oh, it's over. It's fucking over. Oh, I have another Limbus Company video here. Hold on. Let me pull it up. Hold on. Let's get it up on the screen. Incredible. The Limbus Company community is insane. I don't know what would bring anybody to have that conclusion. I mean, if you I'm starting to feel like I'm becoming like the one who shall not be named. Every once in a while, somebody will send me a DM and say, "Oh my God, Clay, they're talking about you on Twitter," and I'm like, "Oh no." Anyway, but I'll see some of the screenshots and people are just like, "Oh my God, I'm so glad that this is why we need to gatekeep the community." And it's like, you realize that I'm probably more of a PM fan than most fucking people on Twitter. I feel like if you went through people on Twitter, there's more LARPers on PM LARPers on Twitter. I'm one of the originals. Thank you very much. I got people into this fucking series, okay? I'm up there with Roblox. I'm changing the world.
So the Limbus community is on another level. Recently, I uploaded a video about Limbus's anniversary and more than 100,000 people watched it.
Holy shit.
Which, by the way, thank you. And in this video,
I actually was going to watch that video and I decided not to. I guess I'm not. Listen, I guess the world can change without me.
Expect the Limbus community to be jumping onto that video, but not to this extent.
In Twitter, someone said you are crunkly but have more moral. You mean Scrunkly Dragon? I'm nothing. I am not like Scrunkly Dragon at all.
Which is also expected for this video too. You will find people you never seen spawn in the comment section all of a sudden to correct me or give me more context about the game. And so with
The weakest Limbus Company player
of the community, I wanted to see why are people that excited and feel like Limbus Company is their favorite video game. So I decided to do my research.
I don't know how the fuck this game had 126,000 concurrent players.
And go back to Limbus since I only played
This game is amazing and it is a solid game, but for a fucking like a gacha game with not that much end game content to pull that many fucking people in is ridiculous.
to 1 and 2, and oh boy. And
Yeah, that's only on Steam.
since I lately talked
That's not counting the mobile numbers.
about the topic of the anniversary, I exactly said that I'm so shocked that the community
I thought that was Johnny Sins for, oh my God, Gypsy Crusader is making an appearance.
thinks that all of these characters,
the
giving
fuck?
4 selected characters and 1 random character, is just a normal Tuesday for the community.
Genshin Impact could never.
And it's just insane. And after seeing the explanation, I realized that you can actually get and farm any character that you want whenever you want in Limbus Company. It doesn't matter if it's like a anniversary or anything like that, which explains why it's a normal Tuesday for them. Of course, you're not gonna farm and it's not gonna take you much time, but you are already getting
You know how fucking hard it is for I can't load up any gacha game anymore to do fucking dailies. Like I cannot stand it. I do not want to load up a fucking game that I don't want to play just to do the dailies. In Limbus, what I do now is I get my Incephalion at the beginning of the day, and then I just pay to skip the fights at the end of the day, and I'm somehow like in this sweet spot where I never actually have to play the game to do all my dailies, and it's fucking fantastic.
the characters
I log on and I'm out of there in under a minute.
for free. And this is the crazy part, and this actually explains the revenue charts, because people are saying, oh, this game is not doing so well. You can't compare it to Wuthering Waves or Genshin Impact when it comes to generosity, because their game
Genshin Impact and generosity in the same statement.
is doing way better, and Limbus Company needs more money.
Oh yeah, by the way, I didn't mention it, but I guess I do have to have my daily crash out. enough of the Persona fucking 5 soundtrack. I'm gonna snap.
So that's why they're trying to attract more people, which it can be
Fucking hundreds of thousands of fucking video games. Pick a different soundtrack.
true to a certain extent, but not with this logic. The reason why Limbus Company is not probably making tens of thousands is not
It's definitely making tens of millions. It's definitely making fucking. It's definitely making money. Let me tell you.
because it's dead. Because our last video actually proved that the community is there, that it's actually huge, and they are dedicated, and they are still playing the
No, it's not high cortisol. Pick up music for even if like, it's no music for Persona 3, 4, or 5. You can only do music from the early SMT games or any fucking other game in the world. It's not that hard.
game. And another
By
thing
the way, Killer Fish emote in the chat. Incredible.
that proves this is the Steam charts. They are still getting new peaks after peaks. And we're talking about a lot of players, and people do not only play it on Steam. So the idea that this
Look at that. Again, your Mantic's ahead of schedule and on time and under budget.
game is trying to attract more
Why does Clay have a soundboard? Why not?
players because they're not doing well and they're dead. Well, the amount of players doesn't really say that.
Since when did Quayman have a soundboard? God damn it!
The reason why they're not making as much money as the other games, of course, they're not as popular. This does make
I love
sense.
that Kim Ji-hoon came out and said, like, listen, look, we don't need to make fucking $19 trillion every fucking day, okay? I just want to be able to live. Like, people were like telling him to like step down as CEO, and he goes, listen, can I live? Okay? Can I just do what I want to do here? Are we not making millions of dollars? And I've said this before. I'll say it again. But Zombie King, God, I'm not.
He's kind of gay.
I'm not gay. God damn it, I'm not gay. I'm not gay. Listen, how many times have you heard about a game studio like they released a game and the game did well and it made a profit and then everybody gets fired? Not every fucking thing needs to make $13 trillion every minute. You can fucking put something out there that makes a couple million. Is a couple million okay? All right.
As I said, to a certain
If you're not okay with a couple million, go and fuck yourself, good sir.
extent, but why would you ever spend so much money on Limbus Company other than help the developers or just be super lazy to get every character
Or you're a content creator that ends up spending like $60 to $100 every time a new character comes out.
free? Unlike Genshin Impact or Weathering or Honkai Star Rail, which by the way I'm naming all of them because I am not here trying to attack any company, but the other games are super predatory. While some of them of course are more predatory than the other, it's still the same. It's kind of the same blueprint, which makes
I love that people are now trying to like they're trying to whitewash the history of Honkai Star Rail and saying, oh no, Castorus's global passive is not that fucking bad. Oh yeah, you know, making people pull for a character that they don't want just so that their entire account can be better. And anybody who doesn't pull for that one character, they're not going to be operating at the same level that every other fucking character is, or every other player is. Yeah, that's not predatory and that's not toxic for the balancing for the game in the future.
make more people tend to spend more money. Think about it like this. If you have 1,000 people in Limbus Company and 1,000 people in, let's say, Genshin Impact, let's say that 100 of these people in Genshin Impact are going to spend money. And I'm not saying that this is true. It might be more, it might be less. This is a 10% conversion rate. So these people are going to spend money. And
Oh no, I'm in the 10%.
people might spend $100, might spend at
No.
least $10 for a battle pass, or maybe sometimes $5 for the welcome moon. But some of these 100 people are going to really spend hundreds and probably thousands of dollars if they're whaling. Now, if we go to Limbus Company, probably 50 people, which is the half of it, like a 5% conversion rate.
No, I'm up the 5%. Oh no. Oh Oh no, I'm a whale.
힘들었어요? 지쳤어요?
No.
People are going to spend money on the game. But the thing is, there is a cap to this because they're not gonna spend thousands of dollars because they don't even need to. So of course, this is a very important
I think by the end of the year, I will have spent $1,000 fucking Lippis company.
thing and a very important aspect to see why this game is not making hundreds of millions of dollars every month or something like that. Takes me to the CEO of the game. I've seen a lot of people just praise that CEO of Project Moon. He's just like, yeah, I don't even know why people are spending money on our game.
The problem with people that make millions of dollars, like even like, you know, like Kim Ji-hoon said, like, we don't need like $13 trillion, like just let me fucking do what I'm doing. But like the problem is usually when you get somebody who's like principled like that, eventually like they either get pushed out by the shareholders because they're like, well listen, like yeah sure we are making billions but we'd like to make 16 trillion. It doesn't matter if you want your actual art to be center stage and you don't want to fucking focus on the money. We want to focus on the money. So there probably will be a moment where Kim Ji-hoon steps down and there could be a serious like turn in quality of Limbus Company and it might just turn into fucking Hoyo slop, but we'll have to see.
He literally said that. Whenever he wants to talk about an update, he just
I had no more air left in my lungs.
starts a live stream with a VTuber model. Like, bro is kind of crazy, but the thing is, there's
I love that not only does the CEO only show himself as a VTuber, but he also changes and updates the VTuber model.
lot of transparency with the players, and this is something that wins the
Like to give you guys a dark view of the future. When Gabe Newell dies, Steam is becoming the next fucking EA Origin. It's gonna become the next Ubisoft Play, the next Epic Games Store. What is this? What is this? Clay, I must ask, am I still a supermod? Yeah, you're still a supermod, but XK's been scamming on the low. So we need to punish him for his indiscretions. Thank you, Apocalypse Bird, for the $2. Look at that. Look at that. That's what happens when you stop the boom sound, my ears.
heart of your players. This makes the community loves the game even more because they know that the devs are actually just normal people who are not just too greedy like the other gachas. Even other games, like it doesn't even matter.
Did he really have to play the boom sound effect 3 times in a row?
If it's a gacha or not at this point. So this is a very important point. But the other point that I wanted to talk about, the 3-year track record of generosity.
I looked for, I have to like make a Lapland sound effect because it's not on here.
Not like they started being generous at some point. They were generous from the start, from the launch of the game. It shows that this is a project that the devs are passionate about. They like the players playing the game and enjoying what they're making. They're proud of their game. And at the same time, they're
also in a weird spot too because this is a gacha game, but it's a game that's continuing the story of 2 other retail games. So the game just kind of feels like it's a retail game that's being up, like, like chapters of it are being added. It's more like, it feels more like an episodic game with optional gambling than it does a live service gacha game. So that's the other thing, because like Honkai Star Rail, I guess, continue the story of Honkai Impact 3, but it's more like a mirror world, multi-dimensional thing. So I don't know.
Think so much to the players. And
I also don't think that fucking Hoyoverse gives a fuck about their story that they're telling, which Project Moon actually does. So
focused on story is delivering one of the best stories in gacha and probably in video games. I
feel like Project Moon approached their story as like an anime, whereas other gacha games see their story as a means to an end to lock people into a parasocial relationship with PNGs.
Finish it yet, so I'm just basing this on what the community.
By the way, Zombie King, you know what, Zombie King, I'll allow you to grip me. It's been a while. I will allow Zombie King to grip me.
He said, I'm kind of skeptical, and based on the contours,
that does not make me. Okay, please, let's all calm
I
down.
played. It actually looks super good when it started Kanto 3. And unlike other gacha games, it's not for babies. You have to strive
Get that fucking pussy shit out of here. Know your fucking place, trash. Oh, wait, I have that.
Shut the fuck up. Know your fucking place, trash.
Look at that. I don't even gotta do it anymore. I can save my own voice.
a lot to beat it, and sometimes the bosses are very hard. Another point is constant compensations. Like, they give huge compensations for just like spelling a word wrong that nobody.
I logged on the other day and they gave out 3,000 lunacy and I don't even remember what it was for. And I was like, thank you, Kim Ji-hoon. And then I gave him $60 more.
Complained about or even seen, and I'm not even kidding you, they did that. So you see other gachas that kind of listen to the community are behaving in a reactive way. If the community complains enough about the issue, we fix it. If not, then it stays there.
I don't even know what game I'm looking at anymore. Is this Wuthering Waves? Like, I don't even, they all look the fucking same to me.
So unlike other gachas, they fix things before people. And I'm not here
I feel like even if they somehow like translated Limbus Company to 3D, it would look better and more distinct than any other fucking gacha on the market.
trying to compare, I'm just making a point. And that's why almost in every
And yes, oh my god, with honk shit Starbucks. Exactly.
point I said,
You know what I say about that?
Fantastic.
Incredible.
unlike other gachas, because it's probably the main reason why people love this game so much, because it's unlike other gachas. They're trying to do everything different. Everything that people hate about gacha games, every nitpick, they try to make it something that doesn't exist in this game, and they do exactly the opposite. While
Oh, that's what they're gonna do. Fucking Alex just cracked the code. When we get a 3D Limbus, so we're gonna play. Limbus Company is gonna continue until we get out of the city, and then the MMO is gonna take place all in the outskirts. Incredible, and it's gonna be a post-apocalyptic action role-play MMORPG.
I still agree that the gameplay of this game is not really the best. It's probably not even for me. And this is probably the exact reason or the main reason why this game is not as popular. But every other aspect, every other problem, or let's not say every, but most problems in gacha games are fixed in this game. So it's unlike other gachas. And being unlike other gachas makes you super different, and when people try you, especially
Dude, do you guys really trust PM to balance an MMO?
the people who play other gacha games, who are, let's say, not gachas.
I feel like Kim Ji-hoon, if he had to deal with an MMO, he would just be like, you all need to shut the fuck up and let me think. Okay, I gotta listen. I am stepping down now. This is ridiculous.
Tourists who play a lot of gachas, when they go and try Limbus Company, it's gonna be a breath of fresh air. Super different, super fun, and respects your time. Because the fact that you can get any character makes the FOMO not as insane in the game. So you just can log in whenever you want. You don't have to really log in every day, although
I feel like I've said this before, but I think this is like an actual choice that Kim Ji-hoon is like pushing for, because he likes Arknights, and Arknights is the same way, where you don't need every single character. You can just have like a handful of really good characters that can basically like carry you, and if you want, you can try to go for all the other characters, but you don't really need it. Like you don't need Rien Sang in this game, but if you have him, he's basically like fucking W at this point for this game. So I do feel like if Kim Ji-hoon leaves, then the balancing is going to fucking it's gonna be worse for this fucking game if he leaves.
There's dailies, there's weeklies, but you can actually play it as a normal game, as not as a gacha game that feels like a job. And all of that will result in a community that is crazy about this game, that loves this
Is he gonna mention all the radical gooners?
game so much, and that are just inviting people everywhere. I probably will need context here. Maybe I'm just seeing things from surface.
Not gonna lie, random question. Why the fuck does Bluestein Archive exist? Well, I think you just answered your own question.
But what I'm seeing is a very humble community, a community that just enjoys the game and want people to try it. Hey, you can come and play the game, and
You can what? What?
See, you're gonna love it. This is basically what they're doing, and it works. People are just see the game and become skeptical because of the gameplay, but then they get hooked.
Dude, I remember when I was playing Nikkei and people were like, "Hey, you should play Limbus Company." I was like, "Fuck that piece of shit looking ass game. Looks like a fucking piece of trash." I was like, "How do you even play that game? Bunch of arrows? Ah, fuck that shit."
With a good story and some decent gameplay mechanics and a very good relationship between players and developers. And one of the most important points are melee slaps.
Oh no.
If you like this
Compass is the king, Millie song, we all know.
video, make sure to like and subscribe to the channel. Let's get to 30,000 subs as soon as possible. We have been stuck for a long time now, so let's go, boys.
Listen. In this YouTube game, you gotta work for your subs, okay? I scratch, scrape, and claw for every subscriber that I have.
Also become a member in the channel and actually help me improve my content. And yeah, that was the video. Bye-bye.
Now we work for this guy now? We have to help him make his content better? Incredible. Like and subscribe. What the fuck? Oh my god, Justin! PM fans watching yet another video about why Limbus Company is peak. Listen, that's what no new content in 6 months will do to a motherfucker.
내 놈의 추한 시선이 가진 신선감. 떨어지고 있어.